Hey, good morning. Frank's on my pillow. I forgot to put my replacement pillows up there. Dang it. Ugh. How do dogs shed so much? Look, my horns are sticking up. I had to do something with his hair. I can't believe these don't snag my hair. And they're so cute. Waiting for my curling iron to heat up. So I'm gonna put a little makeup on. How are y'all doing? I just wanted to check in and say hello. Oh, took that off prematurely. My curling iron can't be hot yet. I was trying to figure it out this morning. I think my curling iron, look at all that. Used to hairspray our hair and then use the curling iron. That's what that's about. Ooh, that's nice and hot. That's an excellent curling iron. Conair. I don't even know if they make Conair anymore. But that was the brand that almost everybody had in their home bathrooms. Conair and Revlon. And then they turned into the cheap brands because then all these fancy curling irons and blow dryers started coming out. But this is, I'm sure, it's right in the ballpark of, I'm 62 now, and I know I got this in my late teens, early 20s. That's a true story right there. It's funny. Things used to be made to last. They'd make them quality to prove to you it was worth buying. And then they knew everyone you knew was going to want to have that same sturdy, dependable, well-performing item. Not anymore. Now, they make things that expire. Well, we don't want them using it too long. And people have just gotten to where, this is just some castor oil. I put it in my own squirt bottle because I buy it by the gallon. I know you're supposed to buy the small dark bottle that's expensive. And a whole gallon on Amazon is, I think it's under $35 when I bought this. And seems to be working okay. Seems to be doing the job. But at 62, I'm not hungry for youth and beauty anymore. I don't know that I ever was one of those people that was hungry for it. I experimented with the face stuff, but honestly, I just couldn't stick with it because I have a hard time being committed to something that I would just assume would be poison. I don't know. I just assume. I don't know how it could be anything else. I don't know about you, but I like this color. I was going to just use this darker color around the edges, but it is, I think it's a full coverage day for me today. And I still can't believe how e.l.f. puts out this incredible product. And I don't know if you've ever tried El Maquillage, but I think this is about as close as you can get. I really think it's a wonderful product. I forgot about it. I went digging through my makeup the other day. Remember when I said my home is small and I need to start making some changes because I just feel like I have so much small furniture and I don't have enough storage. So I'm looking at improving my closet space designs. And replacing some of my furniture that takes up the same footage or less, but at least has storage. So, as I'm experimenting with different ideas and looking at pictures for storage without building permanent cabinets, because I don't want to make a commitment to taking up permanently floor space. I'd rather have it something that can be moved around, either on wheels or something that I can put on coasters and slide it somewhere if I need to. I just don't want to make my floor space permanently any smaller. I have a zit. It's taken forever to go away. Weird that it's that big. Anyway, so it reminded me of going through all my stuff and looking at how much storage I really need. Looking at, okay, how much could I actually cut back on so I don't have the need for so much storage? And honestly, I talked about poor brain. And thank you, Vanessa, for commiserating with me. The deal is, where did I put my man? I have probably, if you were going to put it in a stack, I probably have 3 foot tall, 3 foot wide worth of blankets. And I kept thinking, why am I having, and I love some of them. Some of them are like, no, those are my favorites. I'm great with having those blankets. But I have some blankets that are like, not my favorite, but I keep them because, well, this one's heavy. This one's would be good for, if I needed to put over windows. If it's so cold out, my electricity goes out, then these blankets could help insulate. And honestly, that hasn't happened since I was a little girl that I know of. Well, it happened once in a 1920s apartment I had that I just loved. Oh gosh, 10 years ago. And, but I was living in town, and I'm never going to live out in the country again. It's just impractical when you get older, unless you own the farm. Unless you have someone to drive you around and get you in town when it's snowy, icy, wet, what have you. But it lasted a few days because I was in town. It wasn't like, so I have this poor girl mentality. Like I'm gonna not be able to, and I have nice insulated curtains, and because it gets so hot and humid here, I want my air conditioning to work well. So yeah, I have been going through a whole nother layer of that. I think it's interesting. I think it's very interesting. So I thought I would share it with you, but I'm not quite sure what I'm gonna do. I think I have to figure out how much extra space it's going to give me. Actually, I just remembered a chest that I have blankets in as well. I have a stack on a piano bench out there. I have a short stack in my closet, and then I have an old chest full. So that's quite a bit. Plus I have blankets over furniture already on my bed. I just feel like wearing lots of makeup today, so. Am I putting a lot on? Yes. Too much? Maybe. Do I care? I just feel like wearing makeup today. I do. That's probably just a wee bit too much right there. I haven't worn a half pound of makeup in a long time. That's for sure. So I'm going to do it today. I only have a few minutes. Okay, so also, I didn't think of this until recently, is that I have some wall space that I could definitely put some shelving on. If I get rid of a couple of the inexpensive bookcases that I have had for decades, that are not beautiful, but if I go into, I have a 3-bedroom small footage cabin. One of the bedrooms is very small. It's like, I don't know, 12 by 12 maybe smaller. I don't know. I should measure it just for fun. I had it measured a long time ago, but I just don't know anymore. Anyway, maybe it's 10 by 10. It's like a nursery size, really, for a small beginner family home. That's kind of what size it is. The wand on this is so small. It's a decent product, but the wand is very small. And I haven't even got to my hair yet. Oh. I took the dogs out for a run, and it's so cool and crisp outside. You went up. Seriously, is this our weather now? I am so happy. And I go through this every year since I was a little girl. It's almost like it's a birthday or a holiday every time the seasons shift. I'm very happy about it in the first few weeks, and then I get tired of it and want something different and start complaining, just like everybody else, especially people who say, we have never had a summer this hot. Yes, we have. Just almost assuredly. Have we had, like, once in a while something unusual happens? Yes, that's true too. I'm just saying, normally it's not that different. I need a little more eyebrow. Okay. Okay, so I have to make, if I'm going to be comfortable in my own home long term, there are some changes I need to make. But what do I get rid of? What do I make room for? What's truly of value other than I'm just used to it? Because I don't have anything in my home that brings me negative energy anymore. I used to have such poor brain that I would save things that had bad memories. Just because I didn't want to get rid of something, whether it was lovely or useful or whatever. I don't have any more of that. And I highly recommend making the sacrifice to do that as well for anyone who has had trauma or a lot of memories with someone that does not make you feel well. If you walk into a room, just breathe. Walk into a room and ask yourself, how do I feel when I walk in this room? And just stand in the doorway and just gently look around the room. Scan the room and ask yourself, does your mood change when you look at certain things? It's kind of interesting. And if it does, might be time to change it up. Might be time. I've gotten rid of some things before that were hard to replace, or I couldn't replace. Certain pieces of art or custom items, antiques. But I'll tell you what, I feel better. Also, now, did I tell you I got a new couch? I decided to go ahead and give in. You know, I've been wearing old lady shoes like Birkenstocks and Uggs. A couple other different brands this last couple years. And I used to wear them for fun once in a while, but now I wear them like all the time because they're just practical. And I gotta do something with this hair. So, look, it doesn't get caught. And it's wire. Okay, what am I gonna do? So anyway, it's kind of hard to make these kind of decisions. As far as making room. So the art that I do have, I like. But there are some things that honestly, the tall shelving that I wanted, like a tall cabinet, they're so expensive. And of course they're heavy and hard to move. So when I take in consideration all that, when I could just put in some more attractive L brackets and shelves. And the reason why I used to always do that, I would spend $300 at Lowe's to get, depending on where I was living in the decor, white or black, shelving for a wall, and just take up the whole wall and have my, back then, VCRs, CDs, books, tons of books. Take up the whole wall. And then memorabilia, gifts from clients, my collection of stones, rocks. And I had clients bring me in rocks that they would just find anywhere, willy-nilly. Because they just always want to get me a present to say thank you or whatever. Especially my wealthier clients. You know, they say, I want to get you something to say thank you. I'm like, no, I don't accept gifts, period. Well, I was told that you could accept a gift under a certain amount. And I'm like, because of that, I said, I don't accept any gifts. So don't bring them. That way I was covered. But, so they would say, I picked this up off the ground. It was free. And I got some of the best rocks that way. Those are good memories. But anyway, I've recently, I have a friend who's very groovy. and hardworking. So anyway, I gave her a lot of my rocks. I just don't have the room in this home for collections. So trust me, that was hard to do. That was very hard to do. I have a small memory box now that has notes and the tiniest little gifts in it. Some of the sweet memories. Dang. I'm not even going to do the back of my head. Just so you know, I'm being honest with you. I'm not doing the back of my head. So think about it. But I have to be able to ask myself, am I going to be happy looking at that shelf? See, I used to have that kind of decor. This is how complicated I'm making it. I used to have those kind of exposed shelving, especially because I loved a library. I loved a library. And that saved a lot of space because I still have some books. I still have some files that I have to keep. And my attic is full of... I don't like getting up in the attic, honestly. It's full in that very small attic space that I have with paperwork already. My last biller used to send me a big box of paperwork of printouts. She had to print out everything. And because towards the end, she got undependable, so I just feel like I have to keep it. I've never had to use old paperwork in the past, but the way the laws are changing and the way people are, I don't know, working with the, I don't know. I just feel like I'm afraid to get rid of anything. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I'm just jibber-jabbering. How are you? Now let's talk about me. I'm kidding. Oh, shoot. I think, yeah, I got to do one more wad. The rest will be in back if I have to tie it in back. I'm just tired of wearing ponytails. All my clients like it. They'll say, oh, your hair looks so cute up. I love it. But it gets old having your hair pulled back like that. Oh, let me burn my hair off while I'm itching my nose. That'd be great. Go to the hairdresser. How'd that chunky hair get burned up? I was itching my nose and lost track of what I was doing. Sometimes when all else fails, just put it down. Don't multitask. Okay, how's this gonna go? I don't know. Let's see. I think this is gonna work okay. All right, I love you guys. If you have any helpful hints, understand that it doesn't necessarily take just someone who's had trauma to have a hard time letting go of inanimate objects. A lot of people are like that. I think it's human. We are easily led to believe that we won't have enough. And it's smart to be smart with your money. It's smart to not throw away things and waste them just to replace them with the same thing. So, but there's a line where part of it is, well, maturing and recognizing that you've changed in certain ways. Okay, I love you guys. But bye for now. Mwah.